Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another plan with me for the week of December 16th through the 22nd. I am going to be using this kit from Paper Crown Planner. I didn't write it down. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at that. Very classic Christmas colors though. So I'm excited to use it. And I did print double headers again this week because I will be using it in 2 different spreads. And I don't know what happened this time when I cut my stickers, but like it cut all the way through. I've been playing with the settings trying to figure out what to do differently to make sure that they cut all the way through, and they definitely cut all the way through. So that's the kit I'm using. I'm going to be using silver foil this week. So I have these corners from So Cute Planner, and then the rest of these sheets are from Cricut Paper Co. I have never used her foil, but it all looks really, really good. Like, she does a really good job. And then I have these 2 rolls from Rose Colored Days that I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead and get started. Didn't have a whole lot going on this last week. I had absolutely no idea what I was going to talk about, and you guys seemed to like that talk through video I did last week, so I came up with some questions, and so I'm going to be answering some questions. Since I'm a fairly new YouTuber and you guys don't know me, I figured I'd answer a few questions and let you guys get to know me, and then maybe I'll tag a couple of my YouTuber friends to see if they want to join in the fun. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the bottom washi, and then I'm going to do my full boxes next, I think, while I answer these questions. Do you prefer black or blue pen? Absolutely black, if you can't tell. I don't ever, or rarely ever, write with anything other than black ink. I just prefer it. I think it looks more crisp on the page. When I was in school, like grade school and stuff, I tried to do, when I would, plan things out, I tried to color code and all that jazz, but now it just doesn't work for me. I prefer a thick black line, which is why I use the Papermate flares. They have a really thick, clean, crisp black line that I like. Would you rather live in the country or the city? Well, I've lived in both. When I was growing up, I lived in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. And that's where I graduated high school from Egan High. Egan is a suburb of the Twin Cities. And I've lived in a city, and I do like city life. I really do. I don't mind it at all. But I'm a homebody, so I stay home a lot anyway. So the country kind of speaks to me. I don't know which one I'm going to use for my, for the quote box. I don't think I'm going to use the Fashion Girl. I really love this double box, but I don't want to take up that much room using it. I think I'll use the deer up there, but I am going to go ahead and wipe that out. So I definitely I prefer to we live in a rural area now, so I think I prefer it. It's quiet. I mean, we have neighbors. It's not like we live out in the country. We live in a town. So I don't mind it. Do you drink tea or coffee with sugar? Well, I'm on the keto bandwagon again, so I'm trying not to drink any sugar at all, but I do like my coffee sweet, so I use like skinny syrup in my coffee. It's not sugar, but at least it gives it that sweet flavor. Probably not the best for you, and if you're trying to eat clean, you probably ought to not use that, but I love my coffee and I don't want to give up that, so yeah, I'll take the artificial sugar. Do you prefer reading paper or electronic books? Definitely paper. I like the way the book feels in my hand when I'm reading it. I think most of us planner girls are that way. Like we steer clear of the digital planners. We still steer clear of we like paper and paper products. So yeah, I'm gonna like a paper book better than an electronic book. What's your favorite item of clothing? Hoodies. I love my hoodies, and I think that comes from growing up in Minnesota. Definitely hoodies. My entire family laughs at me because my hoodie collection gets out of control, and then I've got to pare it down. And so yeah, my favorite article of clothing is definitely my hoodies. Do you like your name, and would you ever change it? Yeah, I like my name. My full name is Brianne, but since high school I've been known as Bree. So I guess in a way I kind of changed it. I mean, I had people calling me Bree instead of Brianne, but I like my name. My name is special. My mom named me after Brianne Leary. She was a journalist, I guess, during Desert Storm. No, it couldn't have been. It had to have been the Korean War or something. I don't remember. Some kind of, I don't know. She went into a war zone, and my mom saw an article that she had written, and she really loved the name, so that's what she named me. And if you didn't know, I believe Brianne Leary is Dennis Leary's sister, if I'm not mistaken. I've never actually looked that up. That's something I've been told. What's next? Who is a mentor to you? Well, number one is definitely my mom. I mean, I think everybody in some form or fashion thinks of their mom as kind of like a mentor. I love my mom. I wish she lived closer. For those of you that don't know, Texas is huge. I don't think people understand. I live at the very, very top of Texas, and my mom lives almost near the bottom. And to get to my mom's house, it takes us about, 12 hours, give or take, depending on how many stops we have to make and all that jazz. But she lives a long way from me, and I miss her a lot. We don't talk on the phone nearly as much as I'd like to, but we both have lives and we're both busy. So, okay. I would have liked this sticker, except there's a hand in it, and it kind of freaks me out, so I'm not going to use it. So my mom, and then, I'd like to think I've made some pretty good friends here on YouTube, and I look up to them, and I ask advice a lot on a lot of different things. And there are two girls in particular that are more than happy to help and more than happy to offer up advice on what to do here, what to do there, or how to do this or how to do that. And I really do appreciate it. I don't think either of them know. They've both been here since the birth of my channel. And I don't think they understand how appreciative I am to them for, helping me out. So yeah. Would you ever want to be famous? If so, for what? I don't think I would. I have anxiety pretty bad. Oh, Hanukkah begins then. I have anxiety pretty bad. And, due to just past trauma. And, I don't like being outside. I don't like being around a ton of people. It kind of freaks me out. Even family events where everybody is together, that kind of freaks me out. So I don't think I would want to be famous. I don't want everybody looking at me. I like doing what I like to do and sharing it with all of you guys, and that's about it. Like, I don't want to be like super famous with millions and millions and millions of subscribers. I don't know, maybe down the road I might feel a little bit differently, but right now I am not about that life. What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten? Well, I live in Texas. I've lived in the South most of my life. Strangest thing I've ever eaten is calf fries. And I didn't even know I was eating them at the time. I was a little girl. And we lived in Oklahoma, and we have some very, very good family friends. And for his birthday dinner, he wanted calf fries. And so he made calf fries, and we all ate them. And I didn't know what they were until after I'd eaten them. So that's probably the strangest thing I've ever eaten. Like, I've never eat like on my own. I mean, I've eaten frog legs, but that's not like, I mean, that's just a southern thing too. It's not that big of a deal. It tastes like chicken. What can you see outside your bedroom window? Outside my bedroom window is my backyard, starting with the 17th. What are you most thankful for? I am probably most thankful for my kids. They make me laugh, especially Bailey. She's so funny. And she's just got good wit. And Declan makes me smile every day, and he's like kind of coming into his own. He's like got this little personality that's just evolving every single day, and I just love to watch him grow up. Do you like spicy food? My family is from New Mexico, so I grew up eating green chili. So spicy food doesn't bother me. Do I like to eat it? I mean, I will eat it. Like, I'm not, like, I won't go out of my way to eat it, but if whatever we're having is spicy, then that's cool. I like Cajun, so yeah, I guess I like spicy food. Have you ever met someone famous? I actually have. I went to Catholic school growing up, and there was like some kind of field trip or something for our gym class, and one of the people, like, they were calling us kids down there for like to be like volunteers or whatever to do certain events. And I don't know what most girls like. See, these did not cut right at all. I'm gonna struggle, I can tell you that right now. I was really big into gymnastics when I was younger, and I think that came from my mom. My mom was like really into gymnastics. And I don't know if any of you people remember Nadia Comaneci. She was coached by Bella Caroli in the '84 Olympics, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember right, she was the first gymnast to ever get a perfect 10 before they changed the the scale on how they like rate them. But yeah, I got to meet her. Her and her husband were, volunteering to do this thing, and I don't know why they were in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, or like if they had just volunteered to travel the country with whatever it was that was going on, but that was really, really cool. I'll never forget that day. But other than that, I never met anybody else that was famous. What is your star sign? I am assuming they mean like your zodiac. Mine is, I'm a Pisces. So I'm a water sign, super emotional, all those things. And I'm very much like characteristic Pisces. Like, I don't believe in that, but if I did, like, I don't know. Dang it. Like everything about a Pisces generally describes me. I'm a typical Pisces. Do you address people, older people, by their first name? No. We were taught, I mean, like I said, I grew up in the South. I've lived in the South most of my life. And you don't address older people by their first name unless they ask you to. If they ask you to, then out of respect, yes, you do. But other than that, no. If you could travel back to an era, which one would you choose? Me and Josh were just talking about this the other day. Like, if we could live in any time, what time would we live? Like, what would we have wanted to see? He had some good ones, but I don't know. I would have liked to have seen the 20s, the roaring 20s. I would have liked to have seen, like the 50s would have been fun, I think. But like the 20s really appeals to me. Like one of my favorite books is The Great Gatsby. So I would have liked to have lived back then. Like, I think that would have been fun. Would have been cool to be there to see D-Day in the 40s and 45. Okay. These from Rose Colored Days are kind of, I don't know, they're thin. I'm looking for my scissors, hold on. And they're like, they keep tearing off weird. So, and I'm running out of light. I've got to change the lighting in here. That's better. So I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors and just cut these. And these are in silver foil. So yeah, the 20s would have been fun. What is your most used emoji? Definitely the like the laughing crying one. It's my favorite. I use it, overuse it. Like, I use it way too much, but oh well. And the last question I have is, what is your favorite season and why? Definitely summer, but not because of the reason that you think. Josh is usually the busiest during the summer, so that makes for good paychecks during the summer, and that's when we make, like, that's when he makes the most of his money. So, like, I'm able to, I'm like a squirrel. I prepare for winter during the summer so that, like, you know, if we have some, like, thin weeks, then I'm able to prepare ahead of time and make sure we have what we need. So, that is all the questions I have right now. I didn't think I was going to go through those so quick. But I will go ahead and lay the rest of these down over these boxes, and I will be right back for the sidebar and the day-to-day. Sorry, I'm back. It's kind of bugging me that all of these patterns like match, so I'm having to find ways to like break it up. But that's okay. I am gonna try and do 2 weekly boxes this week because I have my 12 days of Christmas going on, so that I can, that's fine. Oh, 2 weekly boxes. I have 2 weekly boxes. I just wasn't paying attention. So I can keep track of my videos. And then, let's see if I can find a little bitty teeny tiny skinny piece of washi. Right there. There we go. Sidebar's done. Okay. Now, I think I am going to stagger these this week again. I'm just not going to, like, obviously I didn't do my headers the same way I did last week, so that should help a little bit as far as space goes. So I'll just stagger all of these, and then we'll put the countdown stickers in. And these, it looks like, didn't cut quite right, but that's okay. I'm like not super stressed about it. It'll be all right. I think that Declan is getting sick. His nose has been running, but I don't know where he would have gotten it from because, like, we literally never leave the house. Unless Bailey brought it home from school and she just didn't get it. I don't know, but he's been having a runny nose lately, and I don't think he's feeling the hottest. We need to get him into a preschool, I think. He is just getting to the point where he keeps telling me he wants to go to school, and I'm like, it's time probably. He's old enough. Okay, day to day. So, for this week, let's do I'm going to put my little George down here. Do tidy up again right here. And then morning routine again on top, which, let's be honest, my morning routine consists of me sitting down and drinking coffee and playing with Declan. But that's besides the point. I try to get up early. I want to be a morning person, people. I really, really do. Okay. Alexa, how many days till Christmas?
Christmas is in 11 days, on Wednesday, December 25th, 2019.
Bailey had 10 days on our little, like, we have a little countdown thing in the living room. You'll see it. That video is going up tonight. I'm filming this on Saturday. And it said 10 days. But that's not right. There's 11 days till Christmas. I did have, my original count was right. I can't believe it. Less than 2 weeks away. Josh and I still aren't ready. We still haven't finished the Christmas shopping for the kids. We have for each other, but not for the kids. So we need to get our behinds on that. Okay. Those out of the way. Okay. Monday, Bailey has a party, a Christmas party for choir. And it's also Coffee Monday. So let's see what we've got here for done with that. Done with those. She has a coffee cup in her kit, so I will go ahead and use that one. I ripped the paper. I don't know how that happened. Right there for Coffee Monday. And then Bailey has a party. Let's see what we got. To mark that. We'll use this for her choir party. And then, I need to make a phone call, but I don't see a cell phone on this one. And I know that, well, I'm thinking she had one in, I had one in the kit that I used last week. Yep. Oh, nope, there it is. I see it. But I'll just use this one from last week. Since I have it right here. Where? Well, I guess I'll put it in like a label or something. I have a label right here. Okay. Tuesday. I have absolutely nothing going on this week. So I'm going to go ahead and mark coffee every day because I feel like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. This is the beginning of our Bailey's holiday break. Well, this day right here. She has good enough grades. Like, if they don't have any absences at their school, they can forego, like if they have no absences, they can forego their finals at 70%. If they have any absences, like up to 3 absences, they have to have an 80%. But Bailey has good enough grades that she doesn't have to take her finals. So she actually will be out of school this day. This is the first day of her Christmas break. So that's 1, 2, 3 days sooner than her classmates who didn't do as well. So that will be the beginning of her Christmas break, and we have an appointment we were going to have an appointment that day. She needs to go back to the eye doctor to get her eyes checked again, because I think she ran out of contacts, and we need to see about getting her some more. A lot of red. So that will be, we will have an appointment that day. This day right here, I want to remember that it is the very last day that you can place an order through Amazon, the 20th, for it to show up by Christmas. So, mark that in your planners, guys. And other than that, we just have no school next weekend. We really don't have anything planned. We're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants this week. Don't really have a lot planned. Aren't planning on doing too much. So that is about it. That's how the spread turned out. I think it's really pretty. I don't know that I like those full box overlays so much. They don't really like shine like I want them to. I just need my own foiler, and that's just the end of it. So thanks for stopping by. I am going to put those questions down in the description box, and I am going to tag Cassandra from Mother with Daughter Design Co. Her channel name is MWD Design. And then I think I'm also going to tag Plan, Live, and Travel. If you're listening or watching Bianca, I'm challenging you to answer these questions. So I will see you guys tomorrow for my wellness plan with me. Thanks. Have a good day.